Good evening, good morning, good night. We're watching this transmission. Tis I, Mike Martins, and another power article here. Powerful article, powerful message. Yes, it's a survey. Yes, you could compare it to how do you say that in English? That show. I know this the Mexican one, but Family Feud. I mean, you could survey says. I mean, it's a survey, but this is a hard hitting one, and this one you need to open up your ears to. Maxed out 48% of Canadians on the brink of insolvency, survey says. Wow. So let's Family Feud this. What is the survey saying? Well, it said that in the title, but the number of Canadians who are $200 or less away from financial insolvency every month has climbed to 48%, up from 46% in the previous quarter, in a sign of deteriorating financial stability for many people in the country, according to a new poll. Who do they poll, though? Who do they poll? That's the question. But the survey conducted from IPOSIS from insolvency firm MNP Lot and released Monday also found that 35% of Canadians say that the interest rate increase would move them towards bankruptcy, while 54% said they worry about their ability to repay their debts. Canadians appear to be maxed out with no real plan for paying back what they have borrowed. And that's why I said in the last video that even if Canada lowered interest rate to 0%, these people still could never pay these debts back. They still couldn't pay those debts back, even if rates were at 0%. Said MNP President Grant B. in a release, this raises many alarming questions about how and if a consumer debt will be repaid, particularly in conditions deteriorate or interest rates rise. See, the Bank of Canada is in a really tough situation, right? They need to aggregate against inflation by raising rates, but they kind of don't want to, because then it's going to put the country into bankruptcy, the borrowers into bankruptcy, and then this is going to hit back. It's going to fly back into the banks, or dominoes going to fall into the banks next. Then the banks are going to have to brunt this storm. But most of the mortgages were backed by HMAC insurances that is funded by the taxpayers that pay for it. So who's going to clean this mess? The people that didn't get involved in this mess and people that didn't buy into these ludicrous markets with these overinflated asset bubbles are going to have to pay for it later. And that's just how it works. The Bank of Canada raised its benchmark lending rate 3 times last year, taking it to 1.75% in October, but has since held rates steady. The bank will announce its next interest rate decision Wednesday. That's in 2 days, guys. Despite the uncertainty in the economy, many Canadians continue to add to their debt loads. The MNP survey found that about 4 in 10 respondents said they won't be able to cover all living and family expenses in the next 12 months without taking on more debt. So people are funding themselves through, and I've been saying this for years, using their homes as ATM machines, taking out what they need as they go along, hoping that now, for this equation to work, housing needs to keep going up, and it's not. This isn't simply a matter of people living beyond their means. The reality is that too many households simply cannot make ends meet. However, they try, Bazin said. According to the survey, insolvency's concerns rose among Atlantic Canadians. 55% saying they are $200 or dollars less away from a financial brink, a jump of 10 percentage points. These MNP's December survey. Quebec residents were second at 51%, up 5 percentage points, followed by Ontarians at 48%, up 2 points. So in Quebec, homes are still within $400,000 for a 3-bedroom. So Quebec, they've I guess people have been borrowing on that equity too, to keep up with the Joneses. And we gotta call a spade a spade. Oh, my neighbor bought a car. Oh, I gotta compete. And that happens all the time. Ipsos, which conducts the quarterly poll for MNP, surveyed 2,070 Canadians online from March 13 to 24. This is huge. Do you have a plan to pay back your debt? So let's go to yes and see what the results are. So 26% out of 6,000 people don't have a plan to pay their debt back. And 50% of these 74% don't really have a plan. They just think they can. And the problem with this is, luckily I have no debt. I'm carrying no debt. working hard, paying my way in society and my taxes, and yeah. And you know what? For people that listened to me in the last couple of years, thank you. And thank you for your emails every day. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you have a plan to repay your debt? And if you do, wherever you are in the Commonwealth, tell me, what is your plan? We'd like to know. Thanks for watching.